Chevron has a great deal of interest and a long history in Iraq. And I'm wondering if you could just talk to us about the role they have been playing in Iraq.
Chevron is one of 5 oil corporations that from the end of World War II until nationalization in the 1970s owned Iraq's oil. And those companies are Chevron, Exxon, BP, Shell, and Total. Those also happen to be the exact 5 same corporations that right now are poised to sign new contracts in Iraq. They're in negotiations with Iraq's oil minister, al-Shahrastani, to sign 2-year what are called technical service contracts. These are limited service agreements where the corporation would be providing technical service to the Iraqi government. Now, everyone knows, and the companies have said, that these 2-year contracts are not ultimately what they're after. The 2-year contracts are the foot in the door. They're the attempt for al-Shahrastani and Maliki in particular to demonstrate to the Bush administration that they are working on this oil agenda, that they are trying to open up Iraq's oil industry to foreign oil corporations. We've got these 5 contracts with the 5 oil companies that owned Iraq's oil for most of history. Now, the same 5 companies that are poised to get their foot back in the door. What they're hoping for is that these 2-year technical service agreement contracts will give them the opportunity to be the companies first in line to sign the 30-year contracts to get the ownership of Iraq's oil. Chevron has definitely been one of the lead companies from the beginning in trying to pressure the Iraqi government to pass the oil law, in keeping itself ever present in Iraq, and it has had marketing contracts for Iraqi oil. It had marketing contracts with Saddam Hussein during the sanctions period. It's had marketing contracts since the invasion, and it has been selling and refining Iraqi oil now for decades. And that was actually a point of resistance for the anniversary of the 5-year anniversary of the war here in Richmond, California, where Chevron operates a refinery. Local groups targeted Chevron's refinery in opposition to Chevron's role in pushing for the war and trying to gain ownership of Iraq's oil, and also in bringing their bounty, if you will, back home and refining it here in Richmond, California.